Hey everybody and welcome to Stitchwick Creations. You'll have to forgive me for this one, it's a little bit of a rush job. It is currently Christmas Eve and I am doing the voiceover. I've only just really got my voice back, as you can probably tell, and so I'm just going to do a quick run through of how I made my Christmas fairy. I used some pre-wefted hair, which I got off the weft, just because it's nice and curly and it gives a nice good volume, into an ever after high head. Securing that with Yoo-hoo glue, I'm done with the hair. Onto the wings. I was going to make her 4 wings but decided on just 2 in the end, and I have covered a sketched out design with a piece of cling film, and then I am dolloping on some of my UV resin and spreading it with a silicone tool. Once I'm happy with the base shape, I will use my UV torch to set it and then carry on building it up with some more layers of resin, and I'll be adding some sparkly bits in between. I am rubbing in some creamy type powder. It's like a bluey, greeny, pinky colour, which is very pretty. I'm just rubbing it in over the top, and then I shall seal it in with some UV top coat. At the moment the edges are quite jagged, but I just use some sandpaper to sand those down so they're nice and smooth. I wanted to up my body blushing game, as I've seen some really beautifully blushed dolls out there, and I thought this was probably a prime one to do it, as she's not going to be wearing an awful lot. I mainly focus around her extremities and her knees and elbows to make it look like she's a bit bit of a cold chill from the weather, and you tend to be a bit darker in your knees and elbows area. really showing up on the hands, so I was using a mixture of the pink and a more reddy colour to bring out the knuckles and each of the fingertips. In the second layer I added some purple and blue because she is a winter fairy and it is winter, and while I was doing this it was -3, -3, and some mornings it was -7. We're not used to that kind of crap. We've had stupid heat waves and now this, not built for this. I'm adding some more of that glitzy powder onto her body so that she has a bit of sparkle and makes her look a little bit more ethereal. I want to bring more detail out in the hands and the fingers, so eventually when the camera focuses you can see I'm drawing on some nails and some creases with a reddy colour later on. So moving on to clothes, and I have cut out this corset pattern which I then butcher. It is a Moonlight Jewel pattern and I do apologise for the butchering I give it, but I really wasn't feeling great when I was making this, so I just bodged it until it worked. Usually I try and sew all the edges down, but like I said, running out of time, running out of patience, and so I thought I'd give the Pritt stick a go. I got some of this really funky mesh fabric that's covered in iridescent glitter, which is perfect for wintry fairy type thing. Didn't I make a Winter Queen last year? Probably. Who could say? Anyhow, here's the glitzy stuff to go on top of her corset. I just scrunched it up and tacked it on, and it seems to have done the trick. I wanted to try and make the corset work like a real corset, using the modesty panel at the front and having lacing over the top, but apparently I need to be an octopus to do that, so I just had to suck it up and use the glue and tie it together, and it's held in place and forevermore shall be there. Hopefully the Fabri-Tac glue will hold it in place, and we'll see how that one goes when I undo the elastic that's holding it together later. Finally to the face. Usual stuff for this one, giving it a layer of blushing just like the body, so a few pinks and then some of the blues and lilacs to bring out the chilliness in it. I've had to start doing the face ups later on in the process, otherwise I do the bit that I enjoy the most, which is the face, and then get distracted by the next shiny thing, and they sit and dwindle on my shelf looking very sad but pretty, until I kind of go, oh, maybe I should do some more to it. I try and get as much of the blushing done in the first layer, and I use a combination of a kneaded eraser and a magic sponge to blend and pull back the different colours if I've gone on too heavy. Now I'm happy with the blushing, I can have a go at sketching in the eyes, and I was having similar issues with this one. Ever after high heads have got such big eye sockets that you can go crazy and fill them, or if you want to try and do a certain shape, you've got a lot of space to fill. It's quite daunting. Just going to plot some eyebrows in with some white. Oh look, you can't see anything. That was useless. I tried to give her a bit more of a mischievous, cheeky look. I've gone in with a darker colour to try and give the eye shape a bit more definition, and then I shall start building the colour up with a reddy brown, and then move on to the colours for the iris and the eye whites. I didn't know what colour to do her eyes. I didn't want to do blue, she's already quite pale, so I went for purple because she's a magical creature and purple is the best colour. I had a little bit of blue in the edges to try and make them look a little bit deeper, and then use pinks and light purples to blend them out a bit. I needed to try and get some of the white onto her teeth area, so I've wet a brush and I start painting, no, up a bit dear, up, that's it, painting in between to get some white on her teeth. I've made a simple circle skirt out of this crystal organza, and I'm just going to insert some elastic into the hole around where I've made the waistband and pull it tight. I had big plans to put these little fairy lights in the wings and thread it through the costume, but lack of brain power, time and energy meant we just had to make a little baggie for it that sits inside her skirt, and I threaded it through her little underskirt. Whose idea was it to thread the sticky wire with lumpy bits in through a fiddly little skirt? Or would it be me? Sometimes I don't have good ideas. I'm putting some little nail art details on her corset to try and hide a little bit of a mark where some pencil had rubbed through and make it look a bit more corsety. Now we can unwrap her head. That's gotta hurt. Poor head. We'll undo the washi tape. It's just washi tape. You were falling apart when I put you on. Good grief. And now she is free! Yay! We can put her back together. All that's left for me to say is thank you for sticking around, thank you for hanging around for another year and seeing some of these creations, and I am extremely grateful for everything you do, say, share or like in the comments, and I would really appreciate any feedback and look forward to speaking to you all soon. Have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year.